in the recent reading for which you commented on my page, this will be your reading. Let me know if it resonates. The bitten apple for me is basically an archetype of the forbidden feminine aesthetic, right? You are someone who is not supposed to work according to people. The forbidden apple is a symbol of owning up to your desires without apologies, like not trying to apologize for the things that you want. What I would say is, if you want your aura to be more magnetic, if you want people to see you for who you are and kind of, like be enchanted by that, you need to start taking up more space. An unhealed person under this archetype would be someone who softens their edges to make other people comfortable, right? So if you are someone who has a big personality and you might try to cut yourself down, you might try to shorten yourself in order for other people, like a more digestible version of yourself, so that other people can be comfortable around you. But you're not supposed, like, again, it might sound a little cliche, but you're not supposed to be someone who fits in. You are supposed to stand out. The bitten apple is not something that a lot of people would pick. This, I would say, out of all, might be the rarest or the least picked archetype, right? So if you pick this, you are someone who stands out. You are someone who is not supposed to please most of the people in your life, right? You are supposed to be someone who tries things which scare you, right? You are supposed to say no to things more often. Like, you are the someone who's like unapologetically myself. Like, that should be you, right? In terms of like being more magnetic, like physically, I would suggest you to wear more texture. Wear leather, fur, loud things, like loud textures, like add them to your outfit to make yourself stand out, because that's just who you are. You're not supposed to try to blend in with other people. Wear textures and colors that give off a loud energy, yet a bit mysterious. It's not supposed to be something that gives your entire story away, but it is supposed to be somehow rebellious. Think Samantha Jones from Sex and the City, right? That is kind of like what the energy is here. What I will also say is, your confidence is something that a lot of people will be inspired by. Whether you are someone who is confident or not, you're meant to be that person. So make sure that you own up to who you are, because whether that makes people like you or hate you, they will for sure respect you, right? And all in all, again, like, just imagine the imagery of an apple that has been bitten, right? It talks about someone who did not care enough to eat the whole apple, who did not care enough to chop it into pieces and to serve it to people around them, right? It talks about a person who wanted something, saw the apple, took as much as they needed and left the rest, right? It talks about someone, if you are someone who is a people pleaser, that is the last thing you should be, right? The forbidden apple, or the forbidden feminine aesthetic here, talks about you kind of being the person who other people might think that you're selfish, but that is what actually makes you magnetic. People can't get enough of the fact that you are so openly yourself. You are so unapologetically the person that you tend to be. There's a bit of a mystery about that. Like, everyone wants to know your story. Like, how did you become so confident, is what that's the question that you should receive on a daily basis. And if you don't, there's something that needs to change there, right? But again, I wanted to keep the reading a little fun, like not very tied to tarot very significantly, but again, to kind of get into the symbolism of things. And I think bitten apple for me is something that talks about something like this, right? But if you beg to differ, that is totally up to you. Let me know if this resonated, if this made you feel like, okay, yeah, I kind of get where this is coming from, right? And even if not, do let me know, right? Thank you so much for listening to me, right? If you liked what you saw and you haven't followed already, I would totally oblige you to do that. And I keep doing videos like this. And in case this made you want to get a more personal reading from me, you can always drop me a message, and yeah, we can book a personal session if that's what you want. And if not, totally okay. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. All the very best to you, and take care.